When you started out, did you just start out on your own?
Yep.
Did you start with your cousin? Did you start on a team?
My cousin trained me. I followed him around. I actually started in commercial real estate. I
Oh,
did
wow.
not like it. It wasn't my thing. I just felt kind of lost. And I've always liked homes. I've always liked decorating. So I started going on my own. And then a couple years later, I can't even remember what year now. Lacey and I actually went to high school together, and we didn't know each other, but someone told her to reach out to me. She was just getting her real estate license. And so I trained her, brought her in, and then we decided, you know what, we know all the same people. So instead of being competitors, why don't we help each other out and really, make it a team and start going from there?
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Kind of dive in. You mentioned the first year you made about $9,000.
Yeah.
You know what? I got in 2011, so I know,
You know.
exactly. It's one of those things. Like people are like, yeah, man, there's like 50 people in my class when I was going through classes, and I was like, well, there's maybe 10 to 15
Yeah.
in all in
Yeah.
mine. But kind of dive in. Can you walk us through some of those? You know, well, let me back up.
Okay.
You make the decision to kind of get into real estate part time.
Yep.
Based off of seeing someone in your family, doing it, and you're just seeing kind of what's happening in their lives.
Mhm.
When you made that decision, um, did you like real estate? Like, what was the reason why? Was it just because you saw them doing it?
So I
Was there something more to it, or?
Yeah, I think that I always liked real estate. I don't think I realized how much I liked it, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
So I just saw him being successful, saw him making his own schedule, and not that I didn't ever want to work for someone, but I didn't want to work for someone. I
yeah,
wanted to be successful on my own and see what I could do. And, you know, looking up to people that did their own thing was always something I had done. So I wanted to see, I believe, what I was always capable of, see how far I could go without someone standing behind me 9 to 5 and making sure I clocked in. And I've always been a hard worker no matter where I was at. So for me, I think I like the challenge. I think I still like the challenge of real estate.
yeah,
Uh, I think I'm a pretty competitive person. So for me, it's fun to go out there. And if you tell me you're interviewing multiple agents, bring it. Like that's when I'm my best. Like, I'm ready and I want to bring my game. And it's not because of anyone else. It's just that drive inside of me to show,
sure,
okay, I can do this. I can hang with the best of the best.
yeah,
So I think but I've always liked houses. I think just doing those deals, and the first time you help someone that's, a first time buyer or a family that's been looking forever and you finally get to help them. I think that became such a cool thing. Definitely made me want to keep going and doing it more and more.
no, that's awesome. And when you got in,
Mhm.
I'm always curious. Did you have a lot of supporters, a lot of doubters? Because you're going into
Yeah.
really an unknown, right? You
Yeah.
don't. There's no set, hourly rate, salary. No paychecks coming.
Yeah.
Um, did you have a lot of doubters? Did you have a lot of supporters?
I would say not necessarily doubters, but people that were kind of like, "Oh, that's cute. You're selling real estate." And I feel like honestly, I still get that. People don't understand that because I'm sure you know how it is. They don't see us work necessarily 9 to 5, that they don't
Yeah,
understand. We're answering our phone on vacations and sports events, and we don't have a day off.
yeah,
So I think not necessarily doubters, but just a lot of people thinking, oh, that's cute. Or, as a mom, I think sometimes they don't take us as seriously when the truth is, I'm out there hustling. I'm making 6 figures. I never thought that was possible. Um, and I think they just don't see that. I don't, if
well,
they see,
yeah, we got in, HGTV was just taking off,
yeah,
so you have, what's glamorized on
yes,
TV, and then you have what's glamorized and what people actually, show on social media, right? They only show the
of
the
course.
fun side, the good side, right?
Right. Yes.
They don't show the struggles, and that's why I like to interview, successful people, because we all go through highs, we all go through lows, and there's times where there's struggles. So
Right.
when you got in, not necessarily the doubters, but kind of watching like, oh, okay, yeah, she may make it, she may not, whatever.